I sometimes hear foreigners complain about advertisements in Japan. And the common complaint that foreigners have is that there's just too much damn text in Japanese advertising compared to a simplistic approach, at least in the US case. And I wanted to show you a few examples and go over on why I think they have more text in Japan. So here's something I got at my local gym, trying to advertise something called group power. I apologize if it's too bright, but it's just text, text, text. Yeah, now you can see it. It's text all over the place. And on the back, even more text. This is a popular Japanese magazine. I sometimes read it. Here's an example of a golf club's ad. Just a lot of text and here a lot of explanation. Also, this is a Panasonic device. Got a lot of text on the features of the device. Yep, a lot of text on the features. Got some special wording at the bottom. Small text. And here's one for a hair ad. Yeah, a lot of text there. This is compared to, I recently went to Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. Here's one on avocado. Like one paragraph and avocado. Go to the next page. Still not too much text. This one's almost no text, mainly images. Vimeo. Also the image. This might be the rare one with a pretty decent amount of text. And if I have one more. So this is my opinion, but one is so in the US it seems to be more focused on using plaid colors and using images, as opposed to Japan, which does not use a lot of, I think it's plaid, or sorry, pastel, not using a lot of pastel colors. Not a lot of pastel here. I think in terms of advertisements for women in Japan, they use a lot of pastel, but in the US they seem to use a lot of pastel in general. One is, my guess is that people in the US, they want to be more like enticed through emotion. Like, yes, I want to do that. That rings, that image really rings with me. Where in Japan, there's more, I would say it's more of an intellectual approach to the advertisement, in that the reader will look at the advertisement, they'll read the features, they'll read what it offers, when is it going to be sold, what is the price. And I think that's the big difference. Where in Japan they want to know the information, where the intellectual part of your brain, the information, versus the US where it's the heart that attracts people's attention. I'm not saying one is better than the other, I'm saying they're different. And I find that quite interesting. And another big difference is in Japan, a lot of people ride the train. So when you're stuck on a train, there's not much to do, you're just sitting there. So they have a lot of advertisements and they often have a lot of text because you have time to read it, as opposed to a billboard where you're flying by, you need to get the information in 3 to 5 seconds. Whereas in train, you could spend probably 2 to 5 minutes actually reading the details of the book. Uh, I'm not a scientist, I'm just a dude saying what he sees. Hope this was interesting. Take it easy.